Hi, my name's Mark, and this is the love of my life, Aja. After retiring from the Army in 2018, my family and I moved from the States to my wife's hometown of Szczecin, Poland. She followed me around for 18 years, so now it's only fair that I do the same for her. She runs a Polish cooking food channel and blog, and I lift the heavy things. Once in a while, she shuts down the kitchen, and we explore Poland together to find as much good food as we can. Welcome to Kitchens Closed.
Hello, my hungry friends. We're in Quastsko.
Yeah, and no, yes. So we woke up this morning and left where the hell we are staying? Kovalova. And we drove about an hour into the mountains to Quastsko. And this is where we're going to be hanging out today. So we're going to show you some stuff.
What stuff?
There's a bridge. It's a very nice one. We're going to eat some food.
What do you know about Quastsko?
So Quastsko is in the Lower Silesia region of Poland, which is in the south of Poland, and
Southwest
of Poland. And cool enough, this city is one of the oldest recorded towns in all of Poland. It was first recorded and founded and given a charter to be a little village in the 10th century.
But not to Poland.
No, I don't think so. No, it was the Germany at the time, or Prussia, Prussia, or
Austria-Prussia.
Yeah, so it could have been, where's another word besides Prussian? Bohemian, Prussia. We don't know. Like this country has gone out and in and like disappeared so much. I can't even keep track of what's what.
Yeah.
Anymore.
Yeah.
But this is an old bridge, and I'm gonna tell you about it later on. And we're gonna go see a fort and all kinds of fun stuff.
All right.
You ready?
Let's go.
Let's go.
Follow me. I always have a dilemma
What's that?
when it's around noon
Yeah,
and Mark is hungry by then
definitely.
and I'm ready for like coffee number 2 or 3 and like a sweet cake.
Sweet buns.
But today we opted for lunch. So we walked around for a little bit and
You gotta hunt sometimes in these little towns. You have to hunt.
we found this little place on the square. That was delicious.
Holy shit, that's good.
Mark opted for duck broth with homemade drop dumplings.
Oh my god. So it's like chicken soup but made with duck. And it's really rich.
Yum.
And it's really, really, really tasty.
And I've been craving
This makes me so happy.
with all your parts.
All the giblets are dancing.
And I opted for cold beet soup called Chłodnik.
You know those times in your life where you get to eat something. I almost said it wrong. You get to eat something that just brings you happiness, or I was talking the other day that gives you a lump in your throat, almost like an emotional, almost like you're about to cry or something. That's what this is doing to me right now. It's rare, but come to Poland. You won't be disappointed. Okay, we're gonna eat this, and then we have another course.
Can I talk about my food now?
Yeah, go ahead. I'm sorry. Sorry.
And I opted for, I've been craving this soup for
Days.
since it got hot. It's a cold beet soup, and this one is made with a bunch of other vegetables in here. I see a tomato and some chives and dill and bell peppers, cucumber I see, some radishes, and it's served with a boiled egg, and it's served super hot.
Not hot.
It's served when it's hot, but soup is super cold.
So it's served when it's hot outside, and the soup is cold to chill you.
Delicious.
You have a video on that, don't you? On Chłodnik. So go to polishkitchen.com. Check it out.
Make it.
These are just the starters. Stay tuned for more deliciousness.
We came to the city of Kłodzko as we found a point of interest here.
We did.
There's an old fortress.
Yeah, fortification, fortress ruins.
And it's only about an hour away from where we're staying right now. So we thought we'd take a day. It's supposed to be a nice day, as it is.
So far.
So far. So we came here to kind of explore the city. And it looks like it's a really congested downtown
Condensed.
area. Condensed.
Not congested.
Condensed, that's what I meant. Old town area with a bunch of old buildings, and there's a church, and we'll walk around a little bit. And we're gonna eat, and then we're gonna go see the fortress.
Yeah.
The building we're in, or outside of, Mark just read, dates back to...
It was built in the early 17th century, and it's one of the oldest buildings on this street. So,
Cool.
there you go. That's about the end of the history for that thing. And it's purple, which is always nice.
Yeah.
The restaurant we're sitting at is called Savoy, and Aja did a whole bunch of searching, and nothing was leaping out at us. So we decided to walk down this really beautiful bridge that we're going to show you here in a little bit. And we stumbled into this place. So
Well, we wanted to show some or try some local fare, and the regional dishes or cuisine in this Lower Silesia, Dolny Śląsk, is some dumplings, and I think they're also famous for bigos made from red cabbage. I've never tasted that before. I would like to try. So we wanted to try some
Didn't you say
Polish
something about a czarne gołąbki?
czarne gołąbki as
So
well.
black gołąbki?
Black cabbage rolls made from buckwheat.
That's interesting.
They're more brown than black.
Right.
I recently actually did a video about cabbage rolls with buckwheat in them. So I wanted to taste some local fare, and when I looked at this menu, it sounds to me like they care about Polish kitchen,
Yeah.
and they care about making Polish food not boring, which I guess it can be sometimes.
Well, it can be, but that doesn't mean it doesn't have to be quality.
Right.
You know? Well, there's a lot of crap Polish food out there in Poland.
Yeah. So for me, what jumped out right away was the cold soup that I'd been craving.
The chodnik. Yeah.
Chłodnik. And also I ordered it said stewed broad beans. Boob.
Boob.
I thought boob was something different, not
Is it
broad beans.
boop or boob?
Boob. B-O-B.
Like as in...
Yes, boob.
As in boobies?
Yes.
Kids, eat your boobies.
And then it's prepared with thick cream sauce with chanterelles and French pastry.
That sounds delightful.
Yeah, and I ordered some kopytka to go with some potato dumplings. But there's tons of Polish fare on the menu, traditional. Ziemniak z dzikiem, which is potato with farmer's cheese dressed with different things.
Yeah.
They have ostypek, which is a smoked mountain or cheese made from, I think, a mixture of goat milk and cow's milk.
Goats.
Served with bacon and walnuts. How's that sound?
Sounds amazing.
What did you opt for?
Knuckle.
Knuckle.
No. I got, let me see, I'll read it off of it.
Okay, here.
You have to find it. Golonka. Golonka. No, that doesn't sound appetizing. Golonka.
Golonka?
Sounds like a noise a drain makes when it finally starts. You get the hair knuckles out of it. Okay, so I got a pork knuckle. That doesn't sound any better, the pork knuckle. Baked. I hope it's a chubby knuckle. Pork knuckle baked in French mustard, served with fried cabbage and baked potatoes.
Yum.
Or was that the one I got?
I think so.
I'm really excited, dude.
They also have trout, river trout. And
Hey, so is there a difference between river trout and lake trout? We don't know. If you know, in the comments, follow, like, subscribe.
and there's, the traditional steak. Traditional rabbit.
Rabbit's tasty.
And truffle, cream and truffle sauce. How wonderful does that sound?
It does sound wonderful. But we had truffle the other day. We were at a very nice restaurant. It was awesome. It was Cork in Wrocław. We didn't show it to you. I told you that we're not going to show it to you. But they took a truffle and they
Shaved it
onto my
steak.
And we literally both got excited because neither of us have ever had a freshly shaved truffle. You know, and it's supposed to be this magical thing. And we ate it and there was no flavor to it at all.
Maybe
like all the food was great, but that
expired.
truffle didn't taste like anything.
It looked like it should,
It did.
but the food was amazing.
Maybe it's
as well.
Scamburger. Those truffle nonsense is a bunch of hoo-hockey.
Maybe we're losing our sense of smell and taste.
No COVID. All right, so we'll sit around here and wait to eat. We'll show you the food when it gets here, and then we'll do some traveling. So the knuckle is here.
The knuckle has arrived. Cabbage.
Yeah, I want to try this cabbage too.
Sauerkraut braised.
Is it?
With,
Oh man.
with a little bit of bacon. And cumin, not cumin. Caraway seeds.
Oh, this is beautiful. Look at how clean Aja.
It comes off.
Ow, it's hot. This bone. Look at that, guys. Look at that. That way you know it's been cooked
Boop.
proper like.
I love boop.
I want to try your boot. Oh, here, feed me one because I got a mustardy spoon. I don't want to.
So, broad beans is in season in Poland right about now, which is June, July. And I like to just boil it in salted water and just eat it like that as a snack. But this is definitely elevated boop.
I'm so happy. Got new potatoes with horseradish sauce.
I think it's also called fava beans.
Like Brett fava beans? I'm hilarious. This pork is very tender, good flavor, and it maintained its moisture, which could be
Ding.
which could be difficult. All right. Well, do you have anything else to talk to the nice people about?
I don't know.
We're gonna get eaten now. Smash Nago. We are standing here in front of the Manufa Canal bridge. Now this canal that runs through underneath this bridge provided, you know, a highway system for boats and things to bring things from one side of the city to the other, going through the defensive fortifications. As you can see, this big wall over here is very defensive. You can call it names and it gets immediately upset. Yeah, it's a defensive wall. Okay. So this thing was started to build, the version that you see here now began construction in 1376 to 1390. Now throughout the years it's been renovated a few times and has been reinforced with, you know, more modern reinforcement materials. But this is one of the beautiful sites here that labels this town Little Prague. So if you don't want to do the big crowds of Prague and you kind of want to see some cool stuff, come here and then you'll see that. We are standing at the bottom of the stairs that go up to Twierdza Quastko, or as it is in American talk, Fortress of Quastko. Now, I really wanted to show you guys this because it's a good example of a brick defensive work. Now, when this thing was first founded, it was in 1114 when the first defensive things were put up there. And it was made of wood, obviously. This castle and the fortress and everything that's up there has got a history that's about as complicated as a Rubik's Cube when you're drunk. You can't figure it out, it's too much stuff. So I'm gonna tell you about it as we walk through it and things like that. But there's one thing I really got excited about. At one point in history, the Prussians came up and said, like, we're going to kill you in there. And they're like, oh, no, you won't. They, yeah, we bought 2 cannons. They said, yeah, you cannons are stupid. And they goes, no, we have cool names for them. And one was called the Wingless Dragon. Oh, and the other one was called the Black Sow. You want to mess with cannons called the Black Sow. It's going to make you have a bad day. Is what it's going to do.
Why is it up on the hill?
Well, it's up on the hill for a couple reasons. One is if you're way up high on the hill, you can see bad guys coming for a really long time away. Remember, they didn't have binoculars and far looking glass things at the time. So you had to use your eyeballs, and so you had to get up high up. The other thing is, what happens if you run up this hill? What happens to you?
I'll pass out.
You get tired, right? Well, try fighting up a big hill. It's even harder. So that's why they put them up on hills, so that you can try, but you're gonna die tired. But this thing got taken quite a few times, as a matter of fact. It wasn't a very good fortification, I don't think. But let's go take a look, come on. Did it work? Are you tired?
Yes.
Yeah. Imagine beating your way up this hill, and then you get up to this flat space, and then you look at this next thing, and you're like, son of a biscuit. Like, Sarge, I'm tired.
No handrails even?
There's no handrails even? I mean, they put them down there, but you get up here, there's no more handrails even to fight your way up, and then there's people shooting at you and calling your names. Not very nice. I vote for not doing it. All right, so where we just came in from the entrance, you have a set of curtain walls. There are multiple walls to every fortification like this. So this middle one right here is, that sounds silly. This one, and there's one on the other side. We came in there, and what happens is they make it on purpose so that if an enemy does breach the gates, they're able to come through that tunnel we just came through, but they're not able to come in a massive force wide, right? They have to funnel in order to get in. And once they get in here, they come out and they go, ah, nah, because there's cannon can shoot at them and shoot out at their enemies there, both. Rifle fire can come from the tops of this, and then there are slits that you'll be able to see as we come walking up here. If you turn, where rifle fire,
oh, no,
bow,
not the
arrows.
slits.
You're caught in a crossfire from all directions because there'd be troopers up on top of this that could be firing down on you, troopers from there, troopers from there.
So theoretically, this should work.
This should work, but if you get enough people pouring in, you know, or if you're using cannon and you destroy enough of their defenses in here, or what happened in one instance, I don't remember exactly the year, but I'll put a voiceover on a lot of this stuff, is they surrounded it and starved the son of bitches out. There were 2,000 people in this garrison, only 200 survived, most of them from starvation and disease.
Oh man.
So, you know, the Germans are in here like, there are bad guys out there, but it's okay because we are inside our big walls. And the other guy said, if we go home now, our boss is gonna be really mad, so we're gonna sit here for a really long time, and eventually you guys are gonna get hungry. And the Germans like, no, we have schnitzels and lots of sausage. Whoa. But it didn't work. And they got starved out, and then they died. And then they surrendered.
Wow.
Yeah. Holy wow.
You want to go down the secret porthole?
Yeah, I want to go down the secret porthole. Ooh. Oh, man.
This is where all the shoosting happened.
Well, this is where some of the shooting happened, but this is more like, I would say, a living area. And I'm guessing that, yeah, see, we have these timber frames. So this was 2-story. There's a fireplace with a chimney reaching up to that chimney as well and going out. So this was a 2-leveled area. Most likely you fired from the second area, because this area you can't really see too much. But
and look, Rapunzel.
right down y'all. Hey y'all. I don't know what this lady is. We'll have to see what's in the thingy. Aha. Yaleska, the mysterious ruler of Quastsko borough, which once stood in the place of the fortress. Legend has it that she was an unusually strong, wise, and beautiful woman with long golden hair. It was said that the arrows she shot from her iron bow traveled for many kilometers. Many saw the source of her exceptional beauty and power in the dark forces and called her a witch. Maybe because of that, this Valeska, whatever that is, was walled up in one of the walls of her burrow. Oh my goodness, so they walled her up into a place.
Like there.
Well, no, but like literally walled her up.
So this is the original Rapunzel.
Oh my goodness, that's not very nice. As I was talking about layered walls, this is one set of walls, a break behind me, and then another set of walls. It's a hard fight through this thing. Otherwise, you have to come through these tunnels on either side. And I'll tell you what, I'm not the sharpest egg in the attic, but that's going to be difficult. Hey there, Queen. It's not so bad. It's not so much the heat, is it? The gosh darn humidity, isn't it? We don't know what this is, but Aja likes the temperature. So this is called surgery.
We're in surgery now.
And
this is the wing. This is the medical wing.
That poor man. Oh.
This is how to cut off an arm.
This is how to. You have the arm.
Yeah, it's
You put
the Gentleman's Guide to Amputation.
Holy crap, it is. What the heck is wrong with these people?
Yeah, an arm.
Yes. Step 1, grab a mustache. Grab the arm, put a tourniquet. Step 2 of your mustache. Slice with a big knife.
Equal
Step
to
3.
the diameter of limb.
And you
Then
make a flap.
repeat on the other side.
And then while standing stoically, your arm is sawed off.
Use
Sewn up.
the floor's suture.
And then you say cheers.
Success. It says success. Time for brandy.
That's what the hell?
Time for brandy. I'm gonna start using that.
Success. Time for brandy. Holy cow. That is just unbelievable. But in all seriousness, that was the medicine of the day.
Brandy?
Yes. Well, liquor. They would get you, if they had any, they'd pour alcohol down your gullet and on your wound. And they couldn't, a lot of times when musket balls would hit, it would shatter it into fragments, and there's nothing you could do, so they had to cut it off. That was your best bet, was to cut it off. O-F-F, off. And then if you didn't die of gangrene or infection, you were okay.
You had brandy. Success.
So behind me is the Lazaretto, or hospital as it was. They got the name from Lazarus from the biblicals. And so during battles, everywhere throughout the bastions, they would bring the wounded to these places. There's more than one in this fortress. And soldiers tended to stay away from this because, one, it reminded them of their own mortality. Two, there was a lot of yelling and screaming, and it smelled bad, and infections ran rampant in there. So that's the joys of hospitalizations in wartime back in the day. Yay! Now, I'm sure you've heard the phrases, my last bastion of hope, or he's a bastion of strength, or whatever. All these little corridors we've been passing in between the walls are defended by soldiers, so about 33 privates, a couple non-commissioned officers, and a junior officer, and they are called bastions. So that's where the name comes from. It's little strong points in a fortress that together make up the entirety of the fortress. So if someone is your bastion of strength, that's what this is. You can put it in your mental images now. A little something from your Uncle Marky right there.
Trail chips?
Trail chips, bastions.
This is where they had parties?
So this would be the high bastion. So this is your last line of defense. This is the center and the highest point where a commander could command from. There are offices lining all the way around. There would be stables up here. There would be food stores. There would be kitchens. There would be hospitals. Everything would be up here so that you could make your last stand here if you had to. And even because this is a good place to put everything, you know? So this is where you would spend your last days if you're getting taken over, probably. And you hadn't already died yet, or surrendered, or any of that stuff. Huh. So what do you think, baby?
That was cool.
I can tell you were just enthralled by this.
It's interesting. I'm just now tired.
Okay, so what do you want to do?
One last thing in Quastsko.
What's that?
Coffee ice cream.
Coffee and ice cream. Ice cream. You scream. We all scream for coffee.
Ice cream.
Oh,
Coffee.
I screwed it up. Okay, let's go.
As we're enjoying our last coffee and gigantic ice cream of the day,
I'm having a frappuccino.
we have some special thanks to some of our biggest fans. Special thank you to Stacy Spooner, Tadeusz Rzyman,
Janice Jakubowski? Yep. Jakubowski. Janice, you know who you are. And Marie Barker.
Thank you for your generous donations. We greatly appreciate it.
We do. I like a lot.
So that's our episode, friends.
Thanks for tagging along again.
We hope that you enjoyed Quastsko with us and you come along on our next adventure.
I enjoyed Quastsko with us.
I enjoyed Quastsko.
So that's the most important
Quastsko.
part. Quastsko. Oh, Quastsko. Go on to www.polishkitchen.com. Check out recipes every Monday from her. Hit the merch store. There's a donate button on there if you'd like to give us money so we can keep on doing these wonderful
So you
things.
can keep buying ice cream?
Mm-hmm. And if you don't, that's okay. We do this for free.
Just
Have
watch
fun
us.
with it. Just watch, subscribe, like, follow. Hit us up on Instagram. All those wonderful things. Ooh. And we hit 20,000 subscribers last night
We did.
on the YouTube.
Cheers.
Cheers. 20,000. Thanks, guys.
See you next time.
Bye.
Do widzenia.
Wow. It's hot.
Oh, good.
I have to read a little bit. Hold on.
Oh, just say whatever you know. Why is it up on the hill?
Oh, hold on. Hey, look at that. That's a nice motorcycle. A couple V-Stroms just went by.